but I wasn't able to shut the fuck up.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I would have to say how you were wrong.
Yeah.
So that you can be better.
Yeah.
But you being better doesn't concern me.
Right.
It's up to you to be better.
What's going on, guys? It's the What It Is podcast. I'm Strolli. He's Marlee.
It's me.
And this is a podcast where we talk about things that some people don't want to talk about. We talk about them. Some things that we want to talk about, we talk about them.
Mm-hmm.
And
we run this show.
All of the other things, all of the other things in between.
Mm-hmm.
And today, the topic is
improvement
nice
of self.
Oh, I was thinking home.
Home improvement.
Yeah.
I never watched that.
Tim the Tool Man Taylor.
Tim. Woody.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
No.
Tim Allen.
Yes.
Got it.
Oh, you were
the
struggling.
whole time I was
okay.
trying to think.
I had it in my head the whole time. I could have tried a little bit more for you. But no, self-improvement.
Yep.
And we're going to go over some ways where maybe we've been able to get over some tough struggles, stuff like that. And just some other general knowledge that we should probably abide by, but don't.
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah. Do as we say, not as we do.
Exactly. I mean, if we're good at self-improvement, will we be here?
Lesson number 1.
Don't be us.
Yeah, right. Or be us, but do all of the other things before here.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I was thinking maybe we could break it up into different subtopics,
aspects of improvement.
Yeah. Like mental, financial,
spiritual, physical.
Okay.
Astrophysical.
No, wrong. That's where you lose me. Nah, that kind of stuff, and then kind of break them down from there.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you want to start with first?
What do you think would be the easiest?
All of them.
No,
I have no idea.
Okay, so like joking around, but also like, what do you think are just kind of some like, depending on, well, are we talking general or personal? Because like there's certain ways that I want to, like, ways I want to prove myself, where it'll be like there are easier steps to take, and then there's like harder, like habit breaking things to do, and just like shit like that.
So I think it could go both ways, right? So your personal self-improvement steps could be different than somebody else's, but could also be on the same level. You know what I mean? Like, it might not be the same, like, I want to get a new job. Well, like, somebody might also be trying to make some other kind of financial gain. Yeah. Whether it be, like, you know, investing or that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Save for retirement.
But a similar idea where something like that. I don't know.
So, we starting with financial?
Sure, why not? We're there.
So, just from a personal standpoint, like we were talking about this like off camera, but like I'm terrible at saving money. Yeah. I found out that I'm way better at paying money that I owe than I am at saving money for those purchases.
Yeah, for sure. So before we get too deep into that, let me ask you, what is the number one thing that has helped you financially that you could probably, like, I don't know, like what would be your first tip? Again,
knowing that I'm better at paying back, I prioritize bills over anything and everything.
Yeah. Okay.
You know,
that's not necessarily
there's not a
thing, right?
Yeah, there's not a bill that I don't pay up front. I don't have auto pay. I don't do auto pay on my.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah,
I couldn't. I forget days.
Yeah, exactly. But it's forgetting days that will, like, oh no, like I have less money. Like, did I pay that? Did I not pay that? Like, when I started out working, I had like my car payment, my insurance. Then I think I had a credit card at the time, like a little bank credit card.
Yeah.
I had nothing on auto pay. I actually, and it was funny because like my dad would do it all the time, but I actually went to the stores to pay. Like, if I could pay in person, I would. Like, I used to go. I have Best Buy and a Target card. And I would go to Best Buy, get $100, drop it in person. I would go to Target, do the same thing. Like, if I could pay it in person, and that just kind of helped me like prioritize making those payments. Like, I'm not gonna spend money on anything. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna buy food or like little things that I want until
your bills are paid.
Yeah. Then I started trusting myself and I'm doing the app payments. But even then, I had nothing auto pay until I was good enough to know, like, I need to pay this week, this week. I had it all in my head. I would do it every single time. I have never made a late payment.
Smart. Yeah. No, that's not a bad thing. I mean, I guess I think most people, I feel like, their bills are obviously the bills are the easiest way to spend your money, and it's the easiest. I don't know how to like word it, but like that's like the easiest thing for somebody to do is pay their bills, because if you don't pay those bills, you get something taken away from you. You have a big, punishment for not doing that.
Yeah.
You don't really have a punishment for not saving until it's too late. And even then, you usually don't learn, right? Like, I've been thankful, knock on wood, that I haven't needed to like go into a savings account, right?
Yeah.
Anytime when I've saved money up, it's for a purchase.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or I've been able to save some money up and then be like, okay, I want to buy this now. You know what I mean? It's like I've again been very lucky and fortunate to not really have a big emergency.
Yeah, like hundreds of dollars worth of emergency like that.
But if I were to have one, I'd be fucked.
Yeah.
Like anytime, I'd probably be fucked because it's probably right after I bought something.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
But no, it's definitely probably the best thing you can tell somebody is pay your bills.
Yeah. And
coming from somebody who's had a repo.
Yeah.
Pay your bills.
Big or small.
Because that doesn't go away.
You don't realize how much the little things can catch up.
For sure.
If you have a $10 payment a month and you don't pay that. Yep. Like I have a gym membership from when I was in Maryland that I never paid. That's still showing up on my credit report to the point that when I tried to get a car loan, it was found, and they were like, "Yeah, you have this negative balance on like this." It was in collections. Yeah, it was in collections, and they found it, and it's like something that's like, "Oh, it's only like $80. I could pay that whenever." Yeah, I don't think about it, but then you never know who's gonna see it, who's gonna look at it, especially in a time of need. Yeah,
definitely. That's definitely. I've had a couple other things in collections from the time when I've had a repo because I wasn't paying anything at that time. And paying in collections is actually really easy. Like I called the collections agency up and was like, "Hey, I want to pay this," and they're like, "Okay." It was like an $80 bill or something. Yeah. They're like, "We'll do $50," and I was like, "I didn't even try."
Yeah, that's the thing too. Yeah. Like that, you can haggle in people. Like when it gets in collections, they just want something to settle the debt.
Exactly.
Like you can settle like $1,000 debt for a couple hundred less than what you actually owe. Like it, and then you could be put on payment plans. Like there's so many ways to get out of that shit. Yeah. But the best thing you could do is not be in it in the first place.
Exactly. That's step number one. Yeah. Not get into that.
I tend to also overpay. So like if I have
not bad at all.
If I owe $50, I'll put $75 down. Yeah. Not a lot over, but it's still over, and that eats into the chunks. You know. My 12 month financing turns to 8 months if I pay ahead just a little bit. Yep. I don't know if that math is accurate. Don't trust me, but
it definitely pays off when you're talking about long term payments. Like the one lady at work would tell me, she was like, if you pay one extra mortgage payment every year, you'll shorten your 30-year mortgage down to like 15 years. Like just by paying an extra mortgage payment a year, whether it be all at one time or throughout, just the amount of a mortgage payment, one more. Yeah. You can cut your mortgage down by half.
It's really weird how financing works like that. Like you don't think just the little
compounded interest.
Yeah, exactly. Like that, you might think it's negligible. Like what's if I owe $100 a month and I paid $120, like an extra $25, an extra $50, like some amount that's not even a lot. You know, like I might spend that on food in 2 days. You know, exactly. I could sacrifice those 2 days and instead pay off my debt a couple months sooner. Yeah, pay less interest. Yep. Have just no interest. You know, if I pay my shit within the window. Right. You know, so like I prioritize I prioritize paying everything, even if I'm going to be short. If I'm not going to get something I want, then I'm like, all right, I'm going to be able to afford it sooner anyways when I finish paying this off.
Yeah, I've definitely gravitated towards that because once when you get a repo and you try and get another car, it sucks. So you start to learn that you don't ever want that to happen again.
And it takes a long time for it to like pay off and like show well for you. Like I've been doing this since I was 18, and I'm 25, and I just signed for my first car, and like it was the best car I've ever gotten, the lowest interest rate I've ever gotten. I didn't need a cosigner. Yep. And it's like that little payoff was like, this is what I've been doing for all these years.
Yep,
you know?
Exactly.
Guys, I remember my first car. I had a 20% interest payment with a cosigner. Yep. It was ridiculous.
It'd be like that sometimes.
It was bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like going from there to here, it's like it's been a while, but it matters. If you
I did it, Ma.
Yeah, I did it. Are you proud of me?
Yeah.
For things, big purchase like a house, a car, like that's when it's important to establish these things early.
Worry about your credit at a very young age, because boy, God, do you use that shit for everything. Unless you make a lot of money, then credit kind of doesn't really matter as much.
You have to make a lot of money for credit not to matter.
Yeah, I mean, it also depends on what you need, right?
Because you're fucked the one time you need credit and you're 35 years old without credit.
Because you paid everything in cash.
Because you paid everything in cash up to that point. Like,
Worry about credit.
Do even a little bit. Get a store card.
Credit's number one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Establish something slight. Like I am a big proponent of store cards. If you have self-control, believe me. I have a Target and a Best Buy, and those are my greatest sins.
Secured lines of credit.
Yeah.
Put your own money up front, and then your
where you won't be able to spend more than what you've already paid down.
Your limit is usually less than $1,000. I mean, unless you put up $5, but even then, I mean,
my first one was like $250.
Yeah, I think I had like $300 as my limit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they increased it like after like 3 months and haven't touched it since. I'm not really that great with credit.
Yeah.
But it's at a point where if I do ever max it out, it's easily taken care of.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it is kind of just...
Yeah.
Usually I can pay it off within 1 or 2 paychecks or something because I prioritize that.
Yeah. But, like, just realistically thinking, most people... It's the ideal to save up for things and pay it in cash up front. That way you don't have to worry about owing anybody money. But owing money isn't necessarily a bad thing if you prioritize paying that money back.
Right. Exactly.
And then it's more beneficial in the long run because then... Except that credit score, it matters.
Yep.
Watch that shit.
Yeah.
Those little accounts that you'll forget about and they'll show up in collections. Pay that shit off.
Yep.
Don't let it sit because it'll come up.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one thing that I have learned, and I don't want to say like it changed my life as like a oh my God, like it did, but like it wasn't really. It's not really that crazy. Is pay yourself first. Like, that's been the biggest proponent to me actually saving money. Because, like you, I absolutely suck at saving money. I suck at, in general in finances. But when it comes to, like, saving money, like, when you start to look at your paychecks and you're obviously in a more comfortable spot. Obviously, people don't have that kind of leisure to be in that window of, okay, I do actually have some extra money that, like, I could spend on something or something else. Pay yourself first. The first thing I do every time when I get paid is put money into a savings account. Like that's I personally do it because I'm paying myself, right?
Yeah.
Pay yourself before literally everything else. That's the first thing I do. Send money over. That has helped me. For somebody who's never saved up money in his entire life or even like thought about it or wanted to do it, I've been able to save up thousands of dollars. I don't have that anymore because of big purchases.
Oh, my.
But I've been able to do that just by using that method. Like, okay, this goes here. And then I don't worry about it.
Yeah.
That was super important to me when I learned it. I was like, wow, it's not that like, mind-blowing or anything like that or like really anything special. But it's just like when you start to really think about it, like, okay, here's my payment. Like, you start to really cherish that money that you're saving.
Yeah, that's probably. Yeah, I started in debt.
Yeah,
I started in debt. I wasn't paying myself. I'm better at pay because I don't like owing money, without a doubt.
Consider you paying yourself a bill.
Yeah, I guess I can.
Yep. For existing on this world for 2 weeks, I will pay myself. No. That's
I'm not worth it.
Damn. Yeah. You are worth it.
Yeah, like $1.20
to me.
Oh, pay me.
That's not how this works. You're supposed to pay yourself.
No. But yeah. Just the finances. Finances are important.
Yeah.
Watch your shit, guys. I mean, really establish what you can. Don't live outside of your means. It's not fucking cool.
No. Try and that's another thing I want to touch on real quick is when you feel like you don't have enough money, don't worry about how to get more money. Worry about how to stop spending so much money. Cut your debt, right? When you're like, oh, I don't have that much money to save, or I feel like I don't have any money to save or whatever, start looking at your bills. Cut the full TV channel cable plan that you have. cut the $150 leasing program that you have with your cell phone. Cut whatever you can. I mean, I'm not saying maybe not $150. Maybe like be like, okay, I want to start saving money, so I'm gonna stop paying for this. Like
I don't need that upgrade right now.
Yes, exactly.
Put it off and use that money instead.
Exactly.
And that's what I like to do that too. Sometimes.
Cut your debt. Don't worry about trying to get more money. Focus first on what can you cut out of your life, right? Like, okay, can I maybe find a carrier that's going to give me this similar plan, but it's going to be cheaper? Okay, I can save money there. That kind of stuff.
Yeah,
that's a big thing.
I had to look around for insurance. I feel like I'm paying too much now.
Yeah,
someone's gonna get me for cheaper. I know that.
Yeah, and whatever money that is, you can even take that and add that to your savings. You know, that's the first step, in my opinion, on how to budget your finances.
Manageable mountain of debt.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah. Well, you just bought a car, so it's different.
Yeah.
But yeah, finances are important, and
you know what else is important?
Your self finances are even more important.
My self finances.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck you mean?
Your self finances. Go work the corner.
Oh. Stop.
You could do it, bud.
Yeah, maybe.
We got to eat somehow.
Yeah, we don't have any ad. We don't have any ad revenue yet.
Yep. What else is important?
Oh, you tell me.
Cheese. Cheese is important. Mental self-care. Self-improvement.
Mental
kind of the same thing. That's important too.
Don't stress, y'all. I mean,
yeah. My big thing with that is just be true to yourself. You know, don't try and be fake. Start to learn to respect the person that you see in the mirror, because at the end of the day, the only person that's going to be with you forever is yourself. You can't depend on anybody else.
That's a lie. I'll leave.
Yeah, and then I still have myself, and I still do this.
No, not you. I'll leave myself.
Oh, shit. No, we talked about this, Marlee.
Fuck around and pack my suitcase.
Yeah, but definitely trying to love yourself is really important, and it's not easy. But when you start to do that, you start to grow everywhere else, mentally and emotionally.
I'm sorry.
I hate you.
I'm so sorry. I love to see that laughing face.
Oh, fuck me.
I do it for you.
Thanks. But yeah, because it's tough. It's tough to be hurt by somebody or be hurt by a situation or something like that, or just be upset and then still not being able to like respect who you are. You know, try not to regret decisions that you've made. I feel like that's a big one that a lot of people are like, oh, I wish I didn't do it that way. No, you can't change that. Yeah. So don't regret that I should have. No, you did it that way. So now what are we going to do? Right. Yeah. Try and get through it while, don't
do it that way again.
Exactly. Learn.
Don't repeat mistakes.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah. Keep growing.
Mm-hmm.
Consciously look at yourself and critique yourself.
Yep.
Yes, some other people have effects on you. I mean, nobody's impervious, but take responsibility for yourself first and foremost, and then analyze outward.
Yep.
Because you're like, oh no, I shouldn't have done this, but I did, or they reacted this way. I don't think there was anything I could have done.
Yeah.
Then there's no one true answer to a lot of these things. I mean, they're always fluid.
Yep.
They're always, context is important. Like, situations change. There's no one, oh no, this is always right every time.
Yep.
That's not always the case.
And those things for me, like respecting being true to who I am, and not regretting any mistakes that I've made, I feel like have helped me so much with my mental fortitude and my emotions, where it's like I no longer like sit there and always wondering, oh, what if. I start to kind of take a step back and look at it in a more rational respect and being like, okay, I can work with this. I can try and do it this way. I can try and do it that way, and then to kind of tie into the financial thing, which definitely helped a lot, where I was like, okay, I'm just gonna pay myself. And it's because I wasn't like, oh my god, I don't have any money, what am I gonna do? I could sit back and look and be like, okay, this is how I'm gonna start to change. This is how I'm gonna. I was true with myself.
Yeah.
I know I suck at spending money, so I had to find a different way.
Yeah. Yeah. I suck at saving money, so like I had to build my credit.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm great at paying things back.
Yeah.
So I had to change. Like I want things. Obviously everybody wants things, but
yeah.
if I can't afford it, I can't afford it.
Yep.
Then it is what it is. I'm just not gonna get it.
Exactly.
So
is there anything that you feel like helped you a lot mentally, emotionally, that kind of thing? Helped you grow?
I haven't. No, I'm kidding.
You're still a child.
Yeah, emotionally.
I mean, true. Same.
No, I'm mature.
Yeah.
I promise.
You're a chore?
Yes.
You are a chore. Dealing with you.
I know.
You're
right.
Doing the dishes.
Hey. I don't know. Like I feel like I've always been able to take a step outside of situations and just kind of like, no, I'm kind of wrong here. Or like, no, that I'm cool. I'm cool with my choices. I'm cool with what I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've always tried to be reflective in that stance. So like I don't know. Like there's times where I get stressed, there's times where I freak out. I get pissed off sometimes, you know. Especially when I'm stressed. I have a very short fuse.
Yeah.
I think learning how to shut up a lot of the time until I have the words that I need to say.
Yeah.
Really thinking in depth that, you know, maybe I don't need to say anything. Maybe this isn't something that I need to address. Maybe I should just let the situation be. My input is not needed. Being able to step back and think like I'm not, like, you know, kind of like the I'm not the main character here. You know, I'm living my life, but my opinions, my actions don't need to impact this situation.
Yeah. There's a whole other world around me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have to be the hero. I don't have to interject myself into these things. I can actually just step back and analyze the situation for what it is and learn from what it is, and I don't have to have an impact in that situation.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, okay. I like that.
I learned to just not get involved in things that don't
concern you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if I might want to, even if I like feel like I should, you know, maybe I will, maybe I won't.
Yeah.
I learned that I don't have to.
Staying in your own lane.
Yeah. Even if I feel like I'm right, I'm willing to step back and just let things be.
Okay.
Because it saves my mental. Saves me stress, man.
Definitely understanding what and what not to stress about, I think, is extremely important.
Yeah. And it takes years to build that kind of discernment. Because thinking back when I was in high school, dude, I was like, because no lie, like
I was thinking of myself.
because I was always able to step back and look at a situation and be like, oh wait, no, this is this. But I wasn't able to shut the fuck up.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
I would have to say how you were wrong.
Yeah.
So that you can be better.
Yeah.
But you being better doesn't concern me.
Right.
It's up to you to be better.
Yep. It was your self-righteousness.
If you ask me, I can give you my opinion.
Right.
But I don't have to force feed my opinion to you. It's up to you to choose to be a better person.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
It's not me to force that on you. And that's what I had to learn over a couple years. Like, just step the fuck back, man. Let people be.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a lot of, and still kind of do have a lot of self-confidence issues. So
boy, that ain't left me yet.
Yeah. Yeah, so actually you saying that like is actually kind of helpful, like, cuz I think a lot of my self-confidence issues stem from not just being able to like kill it at everything, cuz I have this weird mentality where like, oh, I have an idea about how that's going to go. I should just be good at it. Like driving stick, like before I actually got in a car to drive stick, I like would watch videos and I would think about it all the time because I was super excited about trying to learn how to do it. And then I got in a car and stalled for like 17 times before I even got going. So I was like, wow, that fucking sucks. Yeah. So like things on that level where it's like, I expect that because I have a general understanding about how something's going to go, that I should just be able to just do it and just be good at it. And I still fall short sometimes. And I've started like, as I got older, I started to like kind of take a step back and be like, well, like, I mean, you gave it the best shot you could. Yeah. Like, you can't be upset about that. But like, that's something that I'm still working on. But like, taking a step back and being like, okay, it's cool. Yeah. Like, don't freak out.
Yeah. Just
it's
like
definitely something that's going to help me for sure.
Because you're going to be in the situation regardless. Like, there's times where I choose to be in a situation, and there's times where I allow myself to react emotionally because I'm a fucking human being. I'm not a robot.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have to be emotionally muted every time to
but
prove
you are
that
a
I'm
man,
better.
so like your emotions don't really count, do they?
You're right. I should just bottle that shit up.
That's a different
That's a different
topic,
episode.
though. Yeah.
But like, it's okay to be human. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I can pull myself out of a situation. I can be in a situation. There's just levels of discernment to where it benefits me to let my emotions be heard because they need to be heard at that time.
Yeah, for sure.
Or it's a greater benefit to step back and say like, no, I'm cutting this off right here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not going to go any further than this. You're not going to get any more of my time. You're not going to get any more of my emotions, not any more of my not any more of my mentality. Just I'm cutting it here and I'm good.
Yep.
We're good. Don't.
Yep.
You know, like big situations or small, even like those are important choices to make.
Yeah. Yeah. So like to sum it up, don't sweat the small stuff, and respect yourself.
Respect yourself.
Yeah.
Understand your limits. Set those boundaries. Don't be afraid to walk away. Don't be afraid to let yourself be heard.
Yeah.
Like just like early, you know, like there's not one thing that's right for every situation.
Right. Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
okay to be wrong. It's
Mhm.
okay to be right, but not say that you're right. It's just
Be humble.
be humble. You know,
Mm-hmm.
do what's best for you, and you know maybe what's best for you isn't what's best for in the situation.
Exactly. Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
what it is. Protect yourself.
I like that.
But leaning back onto that self-confidence thing,
Yeah.
health improvement, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Definitely. That's a big one.
Yeah.
Jesus.
My God.
Yeah.
Granted, I was never a bastion of like good health, but
Yeah. That's a good. That was a good segue because
Thanks.
I literally just thought like, wow, if I could lose like 30 pounds, I'd feel so
Yeah.
much better about myself.
I would be. You know what?
Yeah.
Like I learned over the last like 2 or 3 years because I was in the gym pretty hard. You know.
Mm-hmm. Getting swole.
Yeah, I was getting my thick on, but like I've learned that there's obviously a healthy way to look at weight loss and like an unhealthy way to look at weight loss.
Yep.
I had to learn to like not worry exactly about how I looked in the mirror,
Mm-hmm.
but how I felt living day to day.
right. That's
Where-
equally as that's almost more important.
Exactly,
than
because
anything else,
maybe I didn't look like I lost pounds, but I was no longer winded, you know, going up 2-3 flights of stairs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I didn't have to stop and catch my breath. Like there's differences, you know. You could be getting healthier, being able to be more active, and that's
Yeah.
the way I want to like. Yes, I want to lose weight. Not gonna lie, you know, everybody
Yeah.
wants to look amazing,
Yeah.
but I want to feel amazing just as much, if not more.
Right. Exactly. I think that's important. That's really important. Don't be so focused about the number on a scale or the size in the mirror, but more or less how you feel
Mhm.
in your day to day.
Yeah.
You know.
If I can be, if I'm still chunky, but I can like live the fuck out of my life. If I can be active and feel active enough and feel healthy enough to go on hikes and fucking play catch without fucking dying in a half hour, you know,
Right. Yeah.
I'd be happier.
Yeah.
If I had to choose between looking skinny and still not being able to do those things versus being still being chunky versus being able to do those things, I would choose to be able to do those things.
Right. Yeah. No
Yeah.
matter what your body size is, you just want to you want to feel good. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Whatever that looks for you, you know, however that looks for you.
Yeah. And everybody's different, right? Like Dom is a fucking twig, and he could eat like I was saying earlier, like, what 30 pounds of pho and still not gain a pound. Where like I feel like, at least recently, like if I eat like an extra meal, I'm like gonna be gaining like 6 pounds. You know what I mean?
I feel it in my breathing.
Yeah,
That's
right.
where I know it's like, man, I got. Which I am gonna go back to the gym.
Gross. You're gonna make me feel bad about myself now, aren't you?
I'm gonna take you with me.
Dick. No, don't do that.
I'm gonna get a guest pass.
No. I don't want it.
Yes, you do.
No, I've always been anti-gym.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always been anti-gym, I think, because I've seen the people that like were like, oh, I gotta go to the gym, gotta get ripped, bro. Like, and like I just loathe them,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And I'm just like, wow, I don't want to be that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't see the gym as a productive way of weight loss. Not. That's just my perspective of it. Like going to the gym is how you gain muscle and get heavy, or not get heavy, so you can lift heavy things. Where I feel like weight loss really starts at your diet, right? And so I've always been anti-gym because I've always had enough strength to kind of do my daily life, and that's really all I need it for.
Yeah.
I'm not going around lifting up heavy things and be like, yeah, look, I can do that. Like, no,
Yeah.
I need to make sure that like I can like pick myself up when I fall, or like
walk
lift
upstairs,
lift all of the groceries in one trip because I don't want to make two. You know what I mean?
Always do that.
And I have plenty of strength for that.
Mm-hmm.
So I find when it comes to like, you know, gyms and that kind of stuff, like it's just not for me.
Yeah.
Because I don't like cardio. Like I
actually like cardio.
I fucking hate cardio. I hate running. I hate doing all of that stuff.
I don't like,
but I don't do it bad. Like that's the thing. Like it's not like like I can run a half decent amount of space for my size, and
hell of a way to phrase
I
that.
know, right? That's a very specific measurement there. Like I feel like I could run a 400 meter, and like I'll probably be literally dead afterwards. But like I could do it and not like be out of breath. You know what I mean? But I don't feel like I need to run I don't need to run 2 laps without dying. Like I'm cool with just being able to, you know what I mean? Like I'm just right there in the middle with like my cardio and my aerobics that like I'm cool. I don't need any more. I'm good.
Yeah.
Because I stay pretty active at work. So like it's I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
Fuck the gym.
No.
Fuck cardio, bro.
No, cardio's a shit.
No, that shit sucks.
Like in reference to like looking at other people, fuck them.
Oh,
and that's something because I was uncomfortable going to the gym.
Yeah.
Starting out, I didn't like being around other people that were way more fit than me, looked way better doing what they were doing than me.
Yeah.
And we're just like,
never judge yourself to others.
Yeah.
Never do that.
I had to get over that, and that's why I liked going to the gym, because it made me feel happy to get over that.
Yeah. You're facing a fear.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That's more or less how I treated it at the time.
Yeah.
Because I was nervous. I didn't know what I was doing. You know, I was lucky enough to be able to afford a personal trainer at the time. Yeah. And that helped me immensely. Just being able to learn. Yeah. Just having somebody there that I knew wasn't going to judge me. It was there to help me.
Yeah. Having somebody who knows what they're doing and not judge you is so important.
But it's never look at anybody else and think like, oh, I don't want to be like that, so I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
No. You have your reasons for thinking that way, and like they're not invalid, but I just want to say that, you know, like don't I don't want that to be the reason you don't go to the gym.
Yeah. Yeah. No, definitely, like I understand that like the gym is there for health.
You don't have
for training.
Yeah, you don't have to get swole.
Whatever. Yeah.
I would go to the gym and just do 3 miles on an elliptical and leave. Yeah. And I'd be fucking proud.
See, fuck that shit.
Ellipticals are cool.
Fuck more than like 1 mile of anything. Yeah. No, I really see gyms. It's just not for me.
There is definitely a lot of people that go there to show off.
Oh yeah,
that's not the reason. That's not the reason. That's not why the gym's there.
Yeah, no,
you know?
I don't. I personally like am very. I feel like I'm really like happy that like I really don't judge myself to others, you know, and I don't judge others to myself either. So like I don't really care that there's like this giant dude who can lift so much more weight than me. I'd probably be like, yo, can you give me a hand? Like I don't. I need to like lift this.
Bro, you could probably outrun him.
Yeah, but. It's just more or less the fact that it's like, I don't think the gym is where I need to start. Because I think that's given me the wrong idea. That if I work harder, I'll lose weight. Yeah. And I know that's not true. Because, God, do I walk so much. Like, I know it's not much, but like, walking around the factory and the shit that I do on a daily basis, like I'm like mind boggled how like I don't lose any weight. And I know it's got a lot to do with my eating habits. So I think for me, I need to start with my diet. Yeah. If I can start to bring my diet down or alter it in some way, then I can, you know, maybe if I'm like, okay, yeah, you know, I do kind of want to get some tone. All right. Yeah. I'm going to go to the gym for some tone.
What helped me at the time as well, because my diet was also ass, going to the gym first made me not want to waste my time at the gym with a bad diet.
That's fair.
Because working out is ass.
Yeah.
Like, I am in pain. Yeah. My body fucking hurts. Yeah. I'm sore all over. I was hot. I was sweaty. I thought I was going to die. And I'm not going to go to fucking McDonald's to betray all that. You know? Like, I'm going to sit my ass at home. I'm going to fucking eat a solid, well-rounded meal because I have to... It'd be a waste if I didn't.
Myself,
it'd be a waste if I didn't.
Yeah.
And I would hate to... in my mind, for me personally, it was easier to try to say like, oh, I'll just eat better and not take the dedication to go to the gym and earn that shit. You know, it could be opposite for somebody else. Maybe the diet's the harder part and the gym is the easy part.
Yeah.
So maybe doing the diet and it's like, oh man, you know what? Now I'm doing the diet. I might as well get me an extra mile, or I might as well go lift some weights and really take advantage of all these nutrients and everything that I'm doing for myself.
Yeah.
You know, I think they're great in tandem.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No, for sure. Like, I think training your body is important. Mm-hmm. I just prefer not to do it at the gym, at least.
Yeah.
I'd rather do it just at work.
Yeah. That's fine, dude. Run some laps around that fucking factory.
Bro, I do sometimes.
That shit is big. And it's hot. Hot as fuck.
They just got ventilation, so it's actually starting to cool down.
Oh, they got ventilation?
Yeah. It's actually starting to... They fixed the motors for the fans.
Oh, wow.
Anyway.
Motherfuckers.
I think that's a good place to stop, though. Do you have anything else to add for self-improvement?
So, I mean, self-improvement looks different for everyone.
Yeah.
Just because one person's doing one thing one way doesn't mean you have to do it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Just because somebody going to the gym to help their body also helps their mind doesn't necessarily mean that that's what you have to do.
Right.
It could make your situation worse. I mean, just look at yourself and honestly say, like, this is what I need.
Yep.
You know, this is something that I want, but what you want might not be healthy for you either.
Right. Exactly.
This is what I need.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of just go about it from there.
Self-improvement starts with yourself.
Exactly.
Look inward before you start looking outward.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Okay.
I think that's a good place, man.
I think so too.
Outro,
right.
buddy.
Yeah. I know. I was just about to be like, you got anything else to say? You already did that.
Exactly.
All right, guys. Well, we appreciate it. Thanks for listening.
Absolutely.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, that kind of stuff. Share. Tell all your friends. Help the channel grow.
Exactly.
Please and thank you. And with that, we will see you next time. Bye.
Smoochies.